This guys, hope everyone is doing good. Before I get into it, I'm going to let you into a little secret. I already recorded this video, but I didn't like the way I acted. I was a bit annoyed at some people on Twitter, so I'm going to redo it. And what I'm going to say is this. Because of what I've seen on Twitter, reaction before and after the game, all I'm talking about is positives. I'm not even going to talk about negativities. I'll criticise one or two areas, like free kicks. But corners, not free kicks. Corners were terrible. Corners were terrible. But yeah, because I had enough of it, and I don't get it. Fifth in the Premier League after 5 games. I'm not going to criticise an individual performance. I'm not going to say he needs to leave, he needs to come in. I don't care. I'm going to back the players that play for Leeds United that are doing an excellent job this season. So yeah, the first half, I'm not going to criticise them. First half wasn't good enough. Let's forget that. I'm sure there's many people on Twitter and YouTube who are going to talk about how terrible the first half was, right? I'm not going to. They can do that. That's up to them. I'm not going to do that. I'll let them do that. I might do a thing on my thingy video later on. I'll break down the game, some areas we could improve on. But I'm not going to S off the entire team because the first half, they can do that. I'm going to get on with it. You're 1-0 down, and the players come out, and you could tell from that second half started, there was different energy around the players. And that's from the manager, by the way. That's all from the manager. The energy of the players was erratic. It was energetic. It was fast. It was they wanted to win this football match, and I believed we could have done it. I think there was a lot of good performances. You single out Adams and Rocker, and in that second half, when they were very deep and they played a very deep mid block, them two stood out. They had time. I think what we should do is just maybe look at teams are going to do this against us, right? Versus teams down there that need a point. We just need to look at different movements to break that, I think. But that's difficult. When a Premier League team is playing a mid-block deep, it's difficult to break down. The best teams can't do it sometimes. But them two dominated the game in the second half. And, I saw someone on Twitter earlier, a fully grown man, by the way, saying, giving a list of people we need to sign, every striker under the sun. Also, we need a left back, which you can argue. Apparently, we need a right back as well. I don't want to get into it, but Rasmus was good. Look, let me tell you this. The first goal, he gets beat. Right? Was he out of position? Did he get beat too easily? Yes. Fair enough. If you want to crucify him for that, fair enough. There's a lot of stuff before the goal which could have been avoided. Let me just say that, right? I'll do that in my breakdown video. But the second half, I don't think Gordon got past Rasmus once. In terms of a 1v1. Obviously, ball's over the top. But after that little clash they had, Rasmus, that was his game. I think the thing with Rasmus, being in Austria, you're not coming up against top-class wingers every week. Gordon, whether he's worth the money he's been touted or not, he's a decent young winger who might be going to Chelsea. Come on. And once he gets beat once and he understands the player, the speed, the touch, the movement, he seems to deal with them quite well. For me, watching the game. And I watched him a lot tonight because I wanted to see it. And that second half, nothing from Gordon for me. Everything he did do, he came in deep inside, right? And worked it through there. He never went one-on-one around the outside, as I can recall. So, good on him. He's learning, right? Strout was good, I think, for the most part. Again, but you've got to think about this, right? You've got to think, he got took on once. This is the Premier League, guys. And I know people are going to deeply criticise that first half. But if you want a 90-minute performance of domination, go watch Paris Saint-Germain in their league. Good league, by the way. Watch it. It's entertaining. But they win. They're going to dominate every game. Go watch City. It's not even City will dominate in the Premier League. That's my point. It's the Premier League. You don't dominate a game for 90 minutes. Every team you play against will have one big chance a game. They just will. And that second half, I'm seeing players want. There's one team today for me who wanted it, and that was us. We wanted it. They were wasting time from the 20th minute. We want to win. Even if we're winning, we want more, and that's the energy, and that's the desire I want from my team. Who's happier today with the point? They are. They're happy with the point. Where are they in the league? Where are we in the league? They're happy with the point. We wanted 3. After 5 games, we're 5th in the Premier League. There's still games to play, obviously, but that's a good return. 8 points off 5 games. How long did it take us to get that last year? More, I think. I don't think. I know. So let's just stop criticising the players for not doing anything wrong. Getting beaten by a defender, being a bit out of position. Just back them. They're trying to improve. They're not doing it on purpose. Let's talk about Luis Sinisterra. I seem to recall a breakthrough goal by Rafinha against Everton. Was it in that corner as well? Sinisterra has done the same thing as Rafinha did. Coincidence? What did I say my player of the game would be? Just hold that. Good goal, wasn't it? What a player, by the way. And you got to remember, he's only 70% match fit. Hence why he went off. People were criticising the substitution. He was gone. I know he scored. He was gone. He was coming so deep and just giving it. He was gone. Believe me. I play football a lot. He's gone. He needs to come off. He wasn't bothered when he came off. He was like, "Thank you." Yeah, I don't know. I want to be positive just because it's my team, and I just feel for when a team battles and fights and shows good quality in that second half. Dirty Leeds, right? That's who we are, and we showed that in the second half. 50-50 tackles were excellent. Battles were won. Duels were won. Scraps. I like that. We're Leeds, that's what we do. And we did that. Jesse Marsh did that on the side. Our team showed a lot tonight. The mentality to come... The first half wasn't great. The mentality to keep going relentlessly to the 90 minutes. Even when it's 1-1, we didn't slow down. We wanted more. That's a good mentality for a team. That's a team. You compare it with Everton, who were wasting time at 1-0, then at 1-1, didn't want to get that lead back. They wanted that point. We didn't want a point, we wanted 3. And there's one team that showed that tactical nous and that identity in that game, and that were us, for me. And I can only praise the guys for that. It's easy to sit behind the keyboard and type literally at the board, at the owner, and say, sign this striker, sign this striker. It's not going to change the mind, lads. At anyone. It's not going to change the mind, is it? I'm just going to back the team we've got. Would I be disappointed if we didn't maybe get one more in? I would like one more attacking player. Not necessarily bothered where, just another option. Quality option. I'm not bothered if we don't. If we don't, we don't. And if it backfires, that's on them. If it works, and we keep performing like we are doing, good. Like, I don't get the conversation for me. I'm just happy with what's going on at Leeds, to be honest. I would have won 3 points. Obviously, you won 3 points against Everton at home. You're thinking, poor side. Premier League side, though. So, it's just expectations for me. People are... most of our fans are expecting us to finish 16th or below. Around 16th. Are we not doing that? Are we not putting in the performance? Are we expected to win every game? If you thought people said, we could win Brighton and we could win Everton, we can get a point against Brentford. That's top 3 form, guys. We're not that. We don't win back to back to back. We don't do that. That's not us yet. That isn't us. Even Man City and Liverpool are struggling to do that. Let's not forget that. Chelsea lost again, I think, didn't they? What are we expecting here? This Premier League is so tight. I don't think you understand. There isn't one team, apart from maybe Bournemouth, that I can happily say is going to go down. There's not one team for me. I can't. Even the teams at the bottom are decent. Fulham won, didn't they? Or they were winning. It's a good year this year. And my only worry is it's going to be so tight between kind of the up and the lower that you're always kind of in that relegation fight, but you could also be a point or two away from a top 10 fight. That's what it's going to be this year, I think. You look at the teams down there, you know, you got West Ham and all that. They're going to get up there, aren't they? They're going to start winning games. So we've just got to keep ticking away and getting points, and we've got another one today. A good fight back. Individuals, Rocker and Adams, excellent. Harrison, I think it was a decent duel. I think Patterson's decent. You know, I think he was injured a lot last season. It was a good duel. He beat him a few times. His crossing wasn't great. His corners, let's work on that, yeah. That wasn't great. Aronson had areas again where he damaged them. Joffrey came on, and the interplay between the front three was excellent. Sinstera was excellent. You know, what we expecting? That's expectations. That's why I'm bothered about performance. The first half, I was not happy. I was not a happy guy. Second half, I was, and we could have won the game. Melia made some big saves, and he's going to have to do this. This is the Premier League, guys. Your keepers have to make big saves in the game. That's a fact. Especially a team that sits back and relies. That's what I said, right? Everton are going to do is they're going to sit back. They're going to rely on their fast players to run at us and score goals. That's what the goal was. And we're a young team. We've got the youngest manager in the league, I think. Average squad age is one of the youngest. You know, the system is new. Remy Maric, assistant, he's 29, very young. We're a very young team in every way. And we are going to take time to learn and develop consistency, like anything in life. Time, experience to develop. Stop expecting us to win every game. That doesn't happen. And I'm not even going to look on Twitter because I just don't care for the negativity. There's nothing to be negative about. You could argue the first half performance was bad. We could argue it was not great, but it doesn't matter. Because they're going to work on that on training, regardless if you want to get your clicks from your tweet or whatever. If you're feeding off negativity, and it's easy to write a negative tweet. Negative tweets get more attraction than positive ones, right? That's a fact. That's just true. That happens. So that's why it's so easy to just say, "Oh, we need to do this. We need to do this." Let's just sign an entire new team. From what I've seen today, we need an entire new team. We need to I've just looked before this video. We need another centre back apparently as well. So we'll get a left back. We'll get another centre back, striker. What else? In right back. It's in a right back as well. Another centre mid for depth. We need another one of them. That's 5. We need 5 more. Please, board. I'll take 5 more. I'm sorry, I'm being an ass. But no, there's just a point, man. Like, I want another attacker, right? I do. I'll be honest. After that, I'm not bothered. I think we're good. The game today was a good point. Wanted 3. Should have been 3. But you take the point because this is the Premier League and every single point is so important. There's a war today and I liked it. Look, I know you guys are class, you guys will back it, but let's just support the players. What happened to supporting the players at your football club? That's gone, hasn't it? We support players that don't play for us more than our actual players. It's crazy. But whatever. Looking forward to the next game and you all have a good evening and let's be positive, yeah? Peace.